Hello everyone, this is Ian Lamont, author of Google Drive and Docs in 30 Minutes. Today I'm going to be talking about looking at responses from a form you've created using Google Forms. And there's actually a couple ways to check out the responses from a form, and we're going to go over them right now. So the first thing that I do to check out the form and the responses is I go to Google Drive, drive.google.com, and then you go to Recent to find the particular form that you were working on or the responses that you want to check out. And I have these forms that I've been working on recently. The one that I want to look at more closely is Amazon book and ebook titles. So I'm going to select that one. It's going to open it up in another tab. And this will be the editing area for the form. So if I wanted to change the appearance or add more questions or put in a photo or something like that, I could do that here. This form, by the way, asks people about certain books in Amazon. And you can see at the very top, there's the questions area, which is where you edit the questions, and then there's the responses area. So you can look at the responses right here, and let's take a look right now. And there's 42 responses. You can see the different titles that have been put in there, including some duplicates. And then it breaks it down by all the questions that I asked on the form. So for the first book was, why didn't they teach me this in school? And so that author was listed twice, Carrie Siegel. And you can go down, you can see many more examples of either duplicate titles or people who just have one book in there. And there's 42 of them. This is interesting. Google creates a graph that automatically shows the responses in a pie chart. So how many other books has this author written? So one is most of them. But then you have a few people that have written more than 11 books, 16.7. Okay, that's interesting. And then it shows the date of publication, the number of pages. And now, one issue with this is, while it's easy to review them, I can just scroll through and see all the answers, I can't match each answer up to the data that was also part of the answer. So for instance, the author and the page number and the date of publication, there's information associated with each one of these titles, starting with this one. But I have to kind of scroll down, and maybe it's not convenient to figure out which one are we looking at, this row or that row. So there's another way to take a look at your responses in Google Forms. Go back to the top where it says responses, and then right underneath it you'll see a symbol. And if you hover over it, it will say View Responses in Google Sheets. Click on that. And Google Sheets is the spreadsheet program that's operated by Google. It's online, or you can get an app for it. And it's free. And it's just like Microsoft Excel with a more limited feature set. But for what we're doing here, checking out some form responses, it's perfectly all right. And this is great. So what happens here is it has each one of the responses has a timestamp, it has a title, author name, how many other books have they written, the year of publication, the length of the book, and then if you scroll, there's a scroll bar at the bottom, and you can take a look at the other columns that they have as well. And the great thing about being in Google Sheets, aside from being able to really easily scroll through every single one and take a look, is you can sort the responses. So let's say that I wanted to sort the responses alphabetically by the title. Basically what I could do is select the column, go to Tools, Data, Sort Sheet by column B, A to Z. So this will alphabetically sort it by this particular column, starting with A and going to Z. Or I could do it reverse alphabetical, but I'm just going to do it alphabetical. And what it did is it broke it down alphabetically, and it changed all the other columns as well. You could also do something by book length. Let's say I wanted to sort it by book length. Click the column F, so it's all selected. Data, sort sheet by column F. I'm going to do Z to A. This means from largest to smallest. Whoops, I did the other one. Well, anyways, I think you get the idea. There's all kinds of possibilities with using this particular tool in Google Sheets, or you can just review them in Google Forms itself. For more information about how to get the most out of Google Forms and Google Sheets, check out my book, Google Drive and Docs in 30 Minutes, available from in30minutes.com. And thanks so much for watching.